made that pronouncement if you don't understand him. You cannot make that decree if you don't have a clean hand and a pure heart. That means you have to be confident of that your proclamation to be able to command the ancient doors to be open. Several years back, I saw my father in a 3-story building. Actually, I'm looking for him. Imagine 3-story building without a door and without a window. And he's living on the 3rd floor. And I cried. I'm hearing your voice. Where are you? Lord said, go to the first floor. I broke the brick in. I looked for him. He's not there. I'm still hearing his voice. I break the ceiling. The 2nd floor is not there. The 3rd floor, here he is. In a woman's image. I said, no. You have to release him. You have to release him. Destiny has been shut up because we don't understand the cruelty in this world. And we are pampering a lot of people that it doesn't matter. Don't your God will understand. You have to walk it. Pray yourself. Bible says, pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Don't limit your prayer. Pray endlessly. That now takes us to the book of 2 Kings chapter 7, verse 7. Read from verse 5. We really want to pray that King, 2 Kings chapter 7, read from verse 5.
And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of Syrians to hear a noise of chariots, a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel had hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight, and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even the camp as it was, and fled for their life. And when these lepers came to the uttermost part of the camp, they went into one tent, and did eat and drink, and carried then silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again and entered into another tent, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Then they said one to another, We do not well. This day is a day of good tidings, and we hold our peace, if we tarry till the morning light.
We can see what happened in Samaria, probably for some people that did not know that story. The Syrians besieged Samaria. They cannot go out, and they cannot come in. There's famine in the city. People are dying. There's no food again. And the thing is not for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months. It's for several months. And what I want you to understand that the lepers that were at the outskirts of the town are forbidden from coming into the city. So they are the most less privileged. The most less privileged. If they are in the city, probably they will see someone that will help them. Now they are four. They live in the bush. But they took a step of faith that if we perish, we perish. So they didn't even say let's go to the town. They know if going to the town is hopeless. Say, let us go to the camp of the Syrians, even the camp of the enemy. They walk boldly to the camp of the enemy. And he said, if we perish, we perish. That's one thing I want you to understand there. The King of Glory. The psalmist says, lift your head, O ye gates. He says, and be lifted. You mean the gates, the gate is small, but the everlasting door is the door that has been in existence before the foundation of the world. He said, and let the King of Glory come in. He said, who is this King of Glory? The Lord that is mighty and mighty in battle. The Bible recorded that he is a man of war. He is a warrior. The Lord of hosts. If you hear the host it means the Lord of the warriors. He is the greatest warrior that can ever exist. And this same King of Glory walked with 4 lepers. You understand what I mean? They didn't walk with the king. They didn't walk with the soldiers. They walked with the lepers. And anytime the lepers moved 1 feet, all the hosts of heaven will move at the same time. And the problem